This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Which most people would think is a fucking rib. Piece of exercise equipment. Mm-hmm. How about Jonathan Coachman with a little hair here?
Wow, how about that?
And up next, Bubba, it's our main event. Triple H and Ric Flair for the world title in Greenville, South Carolina. And I know when I first told you, hey, we're going to watch a Ric Flair match from 03, you were probably thinking, well, let's have lowered expectations. But the story, it's got to have you sucked in right now.
Yeah, you want to see, are they going to switch the titles? Are they going to split? How are they going to work this out? So not knowing how it all came out, I'm like, in other words, I'm watching this for the first time, just like the fans were back in May of 2003. So
look at the pop here.
On their feet here in Greenville, South Carolina. And you're getting your wish right now. You damn right I am, because Flair's got his game face on. It's time to see exactly how he can get it done one more time. I seen him walk the aisle, King. Well, sit down. Why are you so excited? Sit down, JR. Mickey Mantle get one more at bat in Yankee Stadium in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. Mickey Mantle's dead. Well, Ric Flair's not dead. And Mickey Mantle's legacy's not dead. And Ric Flair's legacy's not dead. And could Ric Flair be in Mobile, Alabama, where we're going to be live next Monday night as the 17th time?
God damn, JR.
He knows how to sell it, doesn't he?
God damn. Oh.
He's the greatest announcer of all time.
Of all time. And I'm telling you, he told me once, and I believe it, when he talks about football announcers.
Yeah.
He said, I can do what they do, but they can't do what I do. As far as, in other words, he can call football, but they couldn't call wrestling. And he's right, man. Fuck. Jesus. Makes your eyes water. I also want to bring up the fact that we, on an earlier episode of this program, which is in the archives, by the way, same building where Ric Flair made his triumphant return to WCW.
Absolutely. With Arn Anderson and the rest of the crew in tuxedos.
Right. So yeah, this is Flair country. All right. In many, many ways.
My uncle, I think we talked about my cousin Baby Nuts here on the show before. I think so.
Baby Nuts?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I got
I would have remembered that.
I have a cousin named Baby Nuts. Mm-hmm. And, his dad is, my uncle HR. And he sent me a text this past week. He says, let JR know AEW is kicking WWE's ass on in-ring matches. I quit watching WWE match signings for the main event. I kind of hate it for Drew McIntyre. I think he could be big, good or bad guy, but AEW really needs JR right now, no matter how they do it. Let Tony do the ring interviews. JR is the Keith Jackson of wrestling. I keep waiting for Tony to say, sorry fans, our TV time is up. We'll update you next week. But JR's got to start saying, I'm about ready to stomp a mud hole and walk it dry or some shit like that. I miss the old school shit. And I screenshotted that and sent it to, Jim. And he was like, he's my favorite uncle now too. Cause he loved the comparison to Keith Jackson, one of the all-time great football announcers.
Right.
And here you see, oh, look at there. Nope. Not shaking your hand today. I'm the nature boy.
I want to get into this match, but I just put a cap on this. The angle that we did with Sammy Guevara getting run over by the cart.
Yeah.
JR said, Sammy Guevara's running like a scalded dog. So he was able to get a JR-ism in, which was tremendous.
Friend of the show, Chris McDonald. You can find him on Twitter at KDog96. He did a phenomenal video where it was to the tune of Grand Theft Auto. Right. It showed Sammy Guevara when he got hit and it said wasted. And of course, AEW on TNT, they stole it and did it the very next day, but removed the machine gun icon. But
right.
Chris McDonald, man, how have you not got him a gig in wrestling? Why can't you pay it forward?
He's
Canadian.
He's Canadian. Is he going to move here? No.
Why would he have to move there? Kevin Sullivan didn't move to Atlanta.
Well, okay.
And who's that other guy who runs the whole shooting match?
Okay. Tony Khan?
No, the director.
Oh, you're talking about Keith Mitchell or Tim Walbert? Yeah.
Keith didn't move to Atlanta.
Yeah. Keith lives in Atlanta.
Exactly. He didn't have to move.
Okay.
How about Triple H rocking the purple here? This is not something he did very much in his career, usually opting to wear the black, but he did try a purple here. And a lot of fans are like, what the fuck's he doing? It's a nod to Harley Race, guys. Come on.
So,
and he's the king of kings.
Purple. Yeah. He's got his, I'm sure there's a story with the ribs taped up here.
Yeah. We just saw Kevin Nash powerbomb him through the announcer's desk yesterday, the night before.
Right.
On pay-per-view at Judgment Day 03.
Mm-hmm. I saw, as we were talking, I saw somebody go through a table. I didn't pay attention as to who it was.
How about Flair at his advanced age with a standing suplex like that?
Maybe he's advanced age, but he looks pretty good here.
No, he does.
Yeah.
I think you could argue like 02, 03 Flair, he still looked, he was the man.
It's hard to believe in many ways that 02 and 03, like 18 years ago.
No shit.
Yeah. Because it seemed when you say 02, anything past the year 2000, you think is like right now, but man, it's a long time ago, buddy.
I mean, we just saw Chris Jericho, to your point, a few minutes ago, and this was nearly 17 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still on TV every week.
Yeah.
And it's not like he had just started here. He'd been wrestling for a fucking decade here.
Sure.
I wonder if Jericho used to be one of those guys saying, man, these old timers need to get out of the way and let the young guys have a shot at the top spot. This is bullshit.
You know what? I have a feeling that he may not have said it, but I have a feeling that there's always been that thought through wrestling, at least back in the day. He may have thought it. I'm not putting words in his mouth or anything like that.
Oh, I'm not either. I've never had a conversation with him about it. I don't remember ever reading that he said anything like that. I'm just saying.
He would never say anything like that, but I'm sure that most young guys have thought that once in a while.
And then you find yourself in that position, and you would be hard pressed to say that. I mean, it's impossible to say, in fact, that Jericho's presence in AEW has hurt the company. It's helped it in every way. And look at Ric Flair going up top and hitting the move. He hit it. Can you believe it?
Tremendous.
How many times did you see him go do that same spot and get thrown off the top?
Right.
But Triple H let him hit it.
Great booking. Usually he jumps up, they grab him, he shakes his head no, they send him down, he lands on his side, and he begs off, but not this time.
I feel bad because we're talking over some great commentary. I'm going to track a few minutes of it. Just
okay, please.
And you know what's coming. You know what Flair's something to lift up for. Don't tell me Mickey Mantle's going to hit a home run. Come back from the grave and hit a home run. Get up, Triple H. That is a roar from the crowd. The kiss feeling whittle dealing. See Brack son of a gun. Figure four. He's got it locked. Figure four is locked. He was a long way from the ropes. Flair's got the figure four. And Triple H has got two chances to give up and lose the title. Or get to the ropes and step that leg. Triple H is just now realizing, without a doubt, Flair is stabbing Triple H in the back. Oh, the hell he is. World Championship. Triple H he's got the ropes out of desperation. But you got to wonder how much damage has been done to the legs of Triple H, who's crawling almost in a fetal position into the corner. And Flair right back to the legs as Triple H fights out of desperation. Hard knife edge. And another knife edge. Triple H's chest is getting deep red. And they caught Flair walking in with a thunderous.
Dude, how great is Jim Ross?
Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm sitting here watching this thing like a freaking mark. Was what I am. We all are, but Jesus.
I mean, the performance that they're doing is tremendous, but Jim Ross takes it to another level. And I think it's often been explained in wrestling that these guys are making the music and the announcers are providing the lyrics. Holy shit, is Jim Ross singing all the right words right now?
He needs to. I'm going to get in touch with him as soon as we're done. He needs to go back and listen to this.
Dude, it's outstanding.
And remember what he used to do. It's a different dynamic now. I get it. But, I mean, it's, you know.
Thumb to the eye.
Yeah, you feed off the crowd as an announcer, too, and there's no crowd. Ooh, yikes.
You can't. He's the dirtiest player in the game for a reason. Teasing the belt shot. No, fuck that. How about a thumb to the eye, kick to the ding ding, and then I hit you with the belt. Can't outsmart me. I've been cheating since you were itching your daddy's drawers. Here we go. Let's track it.
Just motionless. It's going to be over. There it is. It's going to happen. No! 2, 3. Oh, God, how close. Did he win? A half a count. A half a second. A heartbeat is all that was away from Flair becoming the world's heavyweight champion. Does Flair think he won? Flair's got this crowd behind him. The legendary victor. And there he's got a little figure four. Triple H kicked out of it. He kicked Flair right into the corner, face first, into the top turnbuckle. And now, over Triple H. Yes, come on. Whoa, no. Flair with a back body drop. Where's Flair getting this from? Out of the pedigree, these fans. And Flair's desire as well to win. Triple H now countered Flair and back dropped him again. Come on, Triple H. Downstairs goes the 10th. And wait, he's trying to get him doing. He got him. Triple H nailed the pedigree out of nowhere. The hook of the leg. Yes. And the game has defeated Ric Flair. What a match. There is no joy in Mudville.
What do you think, man?
One of the best shows I've seen ever.
So good, dude. I'm really glad that you liked it. I know sometimes you make fun of me when I get so excited that we're going to cover something, but this has been something I wanted to watch with you for a long time. One of the more underrated Raws ever. It's been nicknamed A Night in Greenville, May 19th, 2003. If you had a chance to listen to the show today, but you didn't get a chance to watch along, you've got to go see the series of backstage promos and vignettes, but then of course the main event, the match itself. And just in case you're wondering, I know we're not tracking it right now, but he's teasing that, hey, you got Kevin Nash, Houston, Texas at the next pay-per-view, June 15th. So that's the big announcement. We continue the storyline of what's next, but dude, such great stuff.
Man, I'm loving this. Thank you very much.
Next week, we're doing something totally different. It's May 22nd, 2000. This episode of Monday Nitro features the Flair funeral. That's right. A funeral for the Nature Boy. It's next week on WHW Monday, but for this week, Tony, it looks like it's about that time.
And right now we're watching Kevin Nash look at Triple H in the ring, and you see everything go to black. WWF at that time, entertainment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great Mother's Day. We want to remind you not to eat a lobster tail and always stay on your Peloton. And by the way, COVID-19 is going to be pinned by Chris Jericho in the ring one day, and we'll all be over this. For Conrad Thompson, I'm Tony Schiavone. We're desperately out of time. See you next time on What Happened When on Westwood One. We are also on ad-free shows, and we're also on
Patron. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.